All right, guys. Are you ready? Because I'm ready. Kinda. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you guys are doing okay today. We're going to get through this one. I am hostile. I am ornery, but it's the choice of positivity. That's why I love these live streams, because we have to do them no matter what. And I'm going to be here with you guys. And you guys get different versions of Trooper Steve. So, not sure if my mom's watching. I know she's been asking this morning for help with her TV. Mom, I'll call you right after the stream. I promise. And we'll figure the TV out. All right. No interview today. We're going to wrap up Thursday. We'll talk about some service stuff, some veteran stuff. But we are going to go look at a new travel lane that has been, how do we describe this? I'm going to call it redirected along I-4 and the attractions area. So each and every night, I don't know if you guys know this, if you guys are up early, some people watch the morning news, don't watch the evening. Some people watch the evening, don't watch the morning. And there are a few of you guys who watch everything. But if you watch the evening, in the 5 p.m. every day, I pop up and I give you an evening traffic alert, letting you know about certain construction projects that could impede you while you're traveling at night. This is our way of making sure that News 6 takes care of you, full circle, right? And so I issue these alerts because I know they're going to happen. So 99% over the past, I'd say, year of issuing a traffic alert, I've always mentioned to you guys, I-4 east and westbound, watch out for the lane closures between the Florida Turnpike and State Road 528. No complete shutdown, just some mixed lane closures between the hours of 9 and 6 a.m. Can you tell I have that memorized? So I was traveling out there last night for the Children's Safety Village gala, and I've been so busy, guys, so busy. But as I was traveling out there last night, I realized when I was exiting to State Road 528, they took the travel lane, so you can't just sneak out. They tilted it, and they angled it, excuse me. And now it is a dedicated lane. Plus, there's so much construction that is currently taking place out there. So when I was talking about it this morning, when I was actually looking at what was taking place out there, I was like, you know what? That is where we are going to take our stream. So right now, I'm on a side street off of I-4 because it takes a little while to get out there. And I didn't want to just fly through this thing because, hey, you guys taking the time to watch, I got to at least talk to you guys for a little bit. So before we get out there, we'll chat it up a little bit. And then when we get there, we'll talk about it. So you guys already know I have such a nice guy letting me in. Kind, very kind. So you guys already know it's been Veterans Week. I like to call it Veterans Week because we don't just deserve a day. We deserve a full week. I know my wife likes to celebrate our birthday all month. Us veterans can get have a little fun all week long. So we visited the Memorial Park, had a quick conversation with a Desert Storm vet. Tuesday, we talked with Vinny Manito, Vietnam War veteran. And then yesterday, we got to talk to Marine Corps veteran Yaritza Perez, 12 years active duty as a Marine Corps female veteran who happens to be a Latina, and got to talk about her experience. Been a really good week, heavy at times, but it's been a week of celebration. So I really hope, if you have no affiliation to the United States Armed Forces, I hope at least you got to enjoy something, because I know every veteran, including myself, I want everyone to have a good week, because that's why we served. For everybody, not just for me. It set me up for a good life, but at the same time, I'll tell you right now, it was a lot of work. But I hope everyone's had an amazing Veterans Week. And today I decided to switch to traffic. And that's what we're going to knock out. So we are eastbound. No, I keep saying that today. I don't know what is up with my brain. We are, take two, westbound along I-4 right now, coming up on John Young Parkway. So Not much has gone out here because why? This area has already been cleaned up. What do I mean cleaned up? We've gotten extra travel lanes. We have the express lanes already installed out here. The John Young Parkway exit ramp, exit 79, has already been reconstructed. So this area flows really nice. And I've got to give a shout out to DOT because obviously they lead the charge when it comes to all the construction. They're not out here doing the work, but everybody here has done a really good job when it comes to when the project is done, that it works. How often do we see a project and then it's still causing backups, right? It's such a pain. But same thing with the diverging diamonds. They've done a really, really good job. I also want that American flag in my front yard, but I know the HOA would be like, violation. So if you're joining us this morning, we are cruising along westbound I-4 right now, and going to be checking out the construction area between the Turnpike, Kirkman area, and State Road 528. That entire area is getting an extension, a widening. We can use the proper terms. A widening. So you're getting some extra travel lanes. They're going to push the express lanes through that area, but they're also redoing the entrance and exit ramps to State Road 528. So I wanted to drive through there today and take a look. Also, keep in mind, don't speed out here, guys. Troopers are out. We've got one pulled over out here in the express lanes. Got a driver pulled up in the opposite direction. Speed limit out in those express lanes are 60 miles per hour. Little food for thought. It's the exact same speed limit that is located on the main line. Some people are like, well, why is express lane? It's because you have to pay to use that. Not everyone wants to, so it limits the amount of traffic, splitting up the traffic for those that want to pay. It's not a expedite lane, it is an express lane. So we don't want you to no rapid speed. You still got to do the speed limit out there, but it allows you to bypass a little bit of a traffic area. All right, here we go. So we are now entering the construction zone along the westbound lanes of I-4 at the 77-mile marker. Guys, that's going to be your exit to the Turnpike. There are signs here that indicate nightly lane closures have begun. So even when you're traveling out here during the daytime, heck, you don't need me. The signs are indicating, hey, we do have construction taking place out here overnight. So please be careful. And keep in mind, guys, active construction zone, no phone zone, right? Here's those signs. Nightly I-4 closures, November 5th through the 20th. And they're basically promoting, listen, we've got work going on out here, so you can't say you didn't know. Because if you're watching me in the morning, I'm letting you know. And if you're driving out here in the new lanes at I-4 and State Road 528, they're letting you know as well. So do us a favor, don't be like that truck up there, that white pickup truck. Use your turning signals, please, especially if you're going to choose to drive like a clown in and out of traffic. We haven't clowned anyone in a long time, so maybe we'll get one here in the next few. Camera behind me showing traffic moving really good. No one even tailgating us this morning, which is really nice. I feel like I am talking to you guys at a mile, like a million miles an hour. But it's all good. Beautiful day, guys. Not a cloud in the sky right now as we approach the 75.5 mile marker, which is going to be the beginning of the attractions. So behind us we got Metro Orlando, starting right here at 74B, Universal Studios. So all your exits out here, and when you exit to 74B, it puts you right into the park property. When you exit out here at 74A, which is going to be the next exit that we're coming up on here, that is to Sand Lake and International Drive. Once you go up on that ramp, you're still in the construction zone, so you have to be careful. And when you exit out there, that's where that diverging diamond is, so make sure you're paying attention. But when you continue on the main line here, we're going to maintain the center travel lane for a second. Actually, let's go ahead and slide over. Turning signal, our turning signal's on, we're coming on over, and we're going to maintain this right travel lane because ultimately I'm going to put us on a 528, all right? So we are looking at the new lanes out here along I-4 State Road 528 this morning. And what I want to show you is the new right travel lane here. It's always been one that ends up turning into the entrance ramp to 528, but they did now push it further right, meaning you can't, if you wait too long, you will be required to exit because the positive barrier is going to be there. So let's check it out. As you're cruising over Sand Lake here, you can just hear the construction going on, the thumping. You hear that? They are constantly working. So what does that mean? It is a construction zone, active during the daytime. Also, as you go over Sand Lake here, they've added the merge lanes, so you have to be careful. Ultimately, these are going to become continuous lanes, but right now, 2 of these travel lanes are added here as you come over Sand Lake, so you have to watch out for the entering traffic. But here's that new lane I'm talking about. So I'm going to activate my turning signal, right travel lane. We're going to slide right on in. I'm maintaining, I'm doing 61 miles an hour right now, and I'm posted 60 as we're cruising. Look at all the stuff on the shoulder. You should constantly be paying attention. Exit only 1,000 feet. So they're giving you a warning here that the change has happened, and I want to show you how big the change is. Right about now, you are no longer in a continuous right travel lane here. It becomes a positive exit ramp. So you have no choice anymore with this new travel lane. Former, if you think about it, guys, as you were here still, as you're still approaching 528, you could slide out if you knew you made a mistake. Not anymore. Now, if you're in this right lane, you're going to 528. The sign back there gave you a warning of 1,000 feet to get yourself out of that lane if you don't plan on going to 528. So the days of some of you clowns using that right lane to bypass everybody last minute and then slide over, that's gone. Always love these ramps up here at 528. I'm really excited the fact that they're going to add a second travel lane to them. Could make for interesting work, but it's definitely going to be pretty cool. Obviously, you want to be real careful. This all is full circle of everything we always talk about, guys. Making sure that you're cautious when you're driving through construction areas. You're obviously looking well in advance in front of you so that you're not making last-minute vehicle corrections or travel direction corrections, because you do that in a construction zone. If you're messing up, guess what? Someone else is probably messing up. So things to pay attention to. All right, where are we? We're now eastbound 528. We're going to exit out here. At least I'm going to try to exit to International Drive. I may or may not get lucky. We're not going to force our way in because I like to be an example. So let's see if we can pull this off. Turning signal. The Corolla's getting over. Turning signal. Let's check behind us. We're good. Now, would I have been okay with going straight to Universal? I would have. Why am I going to stress out if I'm going to cause a dangerous situation, right? And that's something that I think a lot of people don't think about. It's okay. If you're late and alive, it's better than the alternative, right? So if you're joining us, we just spent 15 minutes trying to get to the destination, check out that new lane. The best thing about streaming, you can go back and rewind it. So what I want you guys to do is restart the stream at some point, pull it back, check it out so you can see what's going on. I'm going to be headed over to now to meet our Orange County community correspondent, Jarrell Baker. He's doing a story on the increased crashes, fatal crashes along Hiawassee Road. And I tell you right now, based off of my personal experience, I've worked a lot of crashes out there. So be careful. Catch his story today, this afternoon. Jarrell always does a really good job at telling the stories. And we'll see you then. I'll be transparent with you guys. I'm off tomorrow and the next week. So please be safe out on the roads. I'll be on social. I'm not going to completely disconnect. Hopping on a cruise, a little local doing local things, a little Margaritaville cruise, keeping it cheap. Something we can all do. So you guys have a great week. Next week, have a blessed Friday. Be safe, please. I love you guys. I'll see you later.